Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the roller coaster. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Thank you. Rayanne just joined. Welcome, Rayanne. Sorry I was running late. Landon, brother, thank you. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Stephen Rhombus. I was. I hope you guys can hear me. Okay, yeah. So everything seems to be working fine. I couldn't even get a chance to set stuff up properly. Um, the day, the moment you need the kids to cooperate the most is when they choose to um, do the total opposite. It's just for no reason, tantrum for no reason. And it's like, okay, what do you want? What can I do to make you stop crying? And it's just gonna be more crying. It's not gonna give. They're not gonna give you an answer. It's just dealing with that. Um. So I'm sorry I couldn't catch up with the chat. Before that, I tried my best. I think I managed to get most of you. Thank you, Elena. Thank you, CherokeeMammy. Mike Shaner, the Warrior. Thank you. Good to see you, brother. Hi, Scott. Scott Kelly. Uh, Pookie's saying, "Did you have a birthday?" I mean, yeah, sort of. It's, I guess the more you age, the less of an excitement there is around the birthday. But yeah. Okay. Let me just get some water. Hi, Jerry. Welcome. Sal is like, sort of. I mean, I didn't have like a birthday party, but yes, it was my birthday yesterday. So, yes. Thank you to everyone who sent me the birthday wishes. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you, Tate. As I call you, Samurai Tate. Arigato gozaimasu. Thank you. ChereBear, thank you for the wishes. Thank you for being here. I know it's pretty I think this is a bit early for you from your usual time. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you, Mo. Thank you. Hi, Chelsea. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for being here. Very good to see you. It's been a while. Yes, I hope you guys have had a good week. My week has been a mixed bag, but I'm used to it now. Not to start the stream on a sad note, but all I'll say is I need you all to please send prayers towards a very dear friend of mine. I can't get into detail because I don't know how much of it is public knowledge yet. But a very, very dear friend of mine is going through some really serious life-altering, unimaginable loss that he's dealing with. And please send your prayers and good vibes. I don't know how much is public knowledge, so I don't want to take any names. Hi, Lord Spike. So yes, it's just been a very rough year. It's been an extremely rough year. So I don't know. I hope 2026 turns out to be total opposite of this year. I know a lot of people have been struggling with a lot of things. But sometimes it's just too much. It takes years to get over some things, you know. Yeah, Billy. Donnatello. Hope all is well. But yeah, I just, all I can do is send my prayers, and you know, I kind of feel helpless. I can't do more to help at this moment. Rock on, welcome my friend, welcome. So nice to see you. Okay, let's get through some announcements. Indie After Dark is now on Mondays. Indie had a great show this week. I was first on a Monday. Brenda, thank you for being here. So nice to see you. So yep, Indie's show. I usually used to announce it on my stream, and I used to say, okay, tomorrow, Indie show, we're gonna be at Indie show, but it has now moved to Monday, so I'm gonna add this to the playlist as well for tonight, and I'm gonna drop Indie's link. So please do go check Indie's channel out if you're not familiar. I think most of you already are. Good friends help us bend instead of break. Yeah, Mike. I miss Queen Bee as well. Queen Bee is the one who coined we don't break, we bend in this context, in this stream. Thinking of your friend 15, hoping for the best. Thank you, ChereBear. We have too little joy in our lives at the present. This is my joyful place. Thank you, Billy. You know, Billy, the funny thing is, every week, thank you, Metal. Thank you, Mr. Metal. I appreciate that. The funny thing is, Billy, I every week, it's like there's some weeks where I'm really pumped and looking forward to going live, you know. Nukem, welcome, my friend. Rabbit, legend. Nice to see you. And then there's some nights where, or some days where I'm just like, as the stream gets closer, the time, like 9 p.m. gets closer, I'm just like more and more, I think it's fatigue. I'm just more tired by then. So I'm just like, man, you know, like, how am I going to do it? How am I going to get through it? But I was thinking about this today, but the only consistent thing is that I cannot remember. Maybe there was like in the last 3 years that I've been streaming, maybe there was like 1 or 2 nights where even after the stream I was just like, man, you know what, like I didn't have fun. But 99% of the time, while I do sometimes because of fatigue and everything, I dread going live, but I feel much better at the end of it. And I'm like, you know what, I'm glad I went live. It's been a great journey, you know, going live. I think my first stream was around this time. It was September 2022, and the first time I went live, I actually went live by mistake. I was just trying out the buttons, you know, the go live and it start streaming on OBS and everything, and I accidentally went live. and everybody could see my main desktop page, and I was just like, okay, but what do I do? Where do I type? How do I, do anything? I had to open a big notepad and type like in big font that I don't know what's going on. I went live by mistake and I can't figure out how to end it. So it's crazy. Your consistency is admirable. Thank you, Scott. Yeah, it does take it takes determination to do it. Ah, there she is. There she is. Our dear Queen Bee. I'm here lurking, sending love to you, and a very happy birthday, 15 man. Thank you, Scars. I really appreciate it. One of those days here, so hanging in the shadows. Don't worry about it. Much love to you. Thank you. But yeah, every time I have gone live, I've been like, you know what? I'm glad I did it. And it's because of you guys. So, shout out to all of you. Another announcement I have is there's a upcoming premiere by the Chandler Brothers. Why is my Google Chrome is so slow now? I think I might have to change browsers soon. I'm gonna add this to the playlist. Tony Howie, the man with the cheat codes, my brother. Hope all is well. Hope the recovery is going well. Thank you, OG. Thank you. The Chandler Brothers have a premiere on 27th at 7:50 p.m. So 27th is Saturday. So I've added it to the playlist for tonight as well. If you guys need the link, please do go hit the notify me. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a kick-ass song. Hello to everyone. I am with my family, so you're on the TV. My son said, "Aren't you Queen Bee?" Okay, so I'm on TV and there's family. Let me know if there's like young family members as well, so I'm more careful with what I say. Highly recommend the Brave browser. Okay, Dave, I'll check it out. Thank you. I've heard good things about Brave. Firefox used to be the yeah, Queen Bee, let me know what the age group is of family, so I'm more careful. But yeah, Firefox used to be the shiznit back in the day. But I don't know, because everything is Google now, I just started using Chrome at one point and then I just stuck with it. Matt G, welcome brother, welcome. Nice to see you. OJ, welcome bro, welcome. Okay, Pookie sent message, well, thank you. Much love, Pookie, much love. I didn't even get to tune my guitar tonight. I'll probably have to tune it at some point. Okay, let's get the roller coaster started. We have our very own Doorways into Music, aka Joey, and Sal Caruso. That's a collaboration. I had like this inkling. My 15th sense was telling me that this will happen one day. I'm very happy that it did. Wait, you're supposed to tune guitars? Nuke, bro, you can act all like, oh, I don't know anything about anything, and this. Bro, the song you made, like, guys, I'm telling you, Nuke song from this week hits you right in the feels. AMC Kingdom just subbed up. Friend recommended you. Thank you so much. If you don't mind sharing which friend, I can thank them as well. Good to see you. I hope you enjoy it. The stream. We're going to get a story about why the red beauty is on the thumbnail. So there's no big story. It's just it's a guitar I've had my eye on, and someday soon I might get it. I'm thinking I might get it before my next album. And you know how this album, the Blue Ibanez, was the main theme, or like the main played a main role in this album. I think that's gonna play a role in that one. It's a Schecter, which is usually metal, like Zio Ali, welcome. It's usually uh more for metal players, but that lead tone and those pickups and the neck radius and everything, I think it's pretty cool. 15 I sent AMC over. Okay, thank you, Brenda. I appreciate you spreading the word. You guys, so many of you, majority of you, I know, have helped share my music, share my streams out. It's not something that I don't appreciate. Like I've said it multiple times, and I'll say it till the end. I'm never gonna take it for granted. So thank you so much to everyone who helps share out my music, my channel, because there's probably like this is the best way to grow your audience and get your music heard by more people. Word of mouth, I think, is the best way. So thank you. Yeah. So the red guitar is that one. I think it's called Schecter Sunset Extreme. Yeah. Let's see. Word of mouth is still the best advertisement. Absolute 100%. I agree. I agree. I'm never gonna give you. Thank you, Spawn. Casey, much love, my bro. Much love. So nice to see you. I think you guys have some rehearsal going on, Casey, right? Go play the drums, bro. All right. So let's start with Doorways into Music and Jaded Soul, aka Sal Caruso, aka Unshackled Spirit. It's their collaboration. As soon as I saw the notification, I was like, all right, this is going on my playlist. I haven't listened to it yet because I want to listen to it live the first time. So let's see. Sounds of Beauty, the Guitar 15. Yeah, ShareBear, it is. It is. I think that's gonna be my next one and last one. I know. A lot of people, a lot of guitarists say that, and then you know, 5 years later they have five more guitars. The good thing in my case is because I'm a lefty, it's very difficult for me to find a guitar anyway. So like a lot of companies make a lefty guitar, but I can't try them out because not a lot of stores carry them. So I think you said that last time, Joey. There you go, Joey. Immediately calling me out. We say that about tattoos as well. Yeah, I mean, okay, it's a bit of a gonna sound stupid, but it's a little bit of a color thing as well, right? Like I think I have a blue guitar. I have my PRS, which is like this orange, guitar. I have that black bass that I just bought, and now I have this blue Ibanez. So I mean, I think red is the most natural addition to this. Elena, I think that is a cue for your AMC. I'm in Canada. So majority of the people here are from the U.S., except for a few Canadian friends I have here. JM Unleashed, Metal Spawn. These two are from Canada, fellow Canadians. So yes, okay. I have been talking a lot. I will shut up now and we will start listening to some music. Let's go. The River by Doorways into Music and Jaded Soul.
never the same, but you wish that it could be, 'cause you miss what is taken away, 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 away. All of the changes, the rain and the wind, hot summer stillness, the cool air of fall, sunlight through leaves, bird on the wing, harsh cold of winter, the promise of spring, and you flow, flow like a river. As you grow, grow from the storms. Sometimes you sit at the bottom of the stream, stuck in the mud like a pebble with no dreams. The pressure of the water holding you down till the sunlight filters through, and you break yourself free, and you flow, flow like a river. As you grow, grow from the storm. And you flow, flow like a river. And you ask yourself questions like, what's this about? It's so hard to know as you found her around, and the answer comes back from the river itself, that it's all about love, all about opening your heart, heart, your heart, till love flows, flows like a river. As you grow, grow, your love grows. And you notice the beauty when you open your eyes, and to learn that the journey with all of its miles is enough. Is enough. And you flow, grow, grow, and you grow, 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 and you walk on the river of life.
There you go. There you go. Slippers at the ready. Yeah, we need Nana. There you go, Nana. There she is. Somebody mentioned slippers and Nana immediately. Lurking blanket hellos. But yeah, she's letting everyone know that she is here. So anyone tries to undermine their talent, They will get the slipper treatment. Um, I think Joey, like this is one of your most beautiful songs. Obviously, I know the backing track and everything. Sal put that together. Sal is just he can make one song, one backing track like this, and then the next one that I have of his gonna be completely different. This guy is, as Dynamite Throw calls him, the intergalactic chameleon. He can he can be whatever type of music you want him to play. He can play it. Anti, welcome, brother. Um, but yes, but apart from the backing track, I think your voice in this one is the most beautiful that I've heard you play with it. Your tone, obviously, every time everyone loves the tone of your voice, but your control in this one was much more. It was much more controlled, um, and it was magnificent. I'm really glad that you guys got to do a song together. When I saw the notification, I was just like immediately, holy smokes. DT is in the chat. Dynamite Throw, bro. Last week I missed you. For those of you who are not aware of who DT is, in a couple of songs, you will be aware of who this insane bassist is. But I got a bass guitar. DT, I actually had to ask you a question. Um, on the the E string, the thickest string, I noticed that obviously that is way more boomy than the other strings, right? Like obviously it's the thickest string, but it's like that has a whole different power to the bass compared to the string below it. How do I kind of is that going to be like a mixing thing that I'll have to do? Um, because that's when I play notes on that one is like really like, beefed up. And then when I move to the string below it, it's I mean but that is like what I really like. The second string, the A string is what I really like. But it's like there's too much difference in the sounds of them. One is really beefed up, one isn't. So how do you manage that? And the second question for you is the slides. Like whenever I try and slide on it, that slide like screech sound. Like on a guitar, that's fine. Um, but on bass, it's like because bass is supposed to be such low frequency, the screech is high frequency. Like kind of distracts from the bass. So how do you avoid that? These were my two questions for you, but we will get to that. I'm missing the chat because I'm talking so much. Cicero, my friend, welcome. Thank you for being here. Um, awesome working together. Yes, Unshackle Spare, you did amazing on that beautiful acoustic guitar as well. Scrog is saying, before you get too deep into this, is tonight going to be a whiskey cigar vibe as last week? I think it will be. I think it will be, Scrog. I'll be honest, like the week has been kind of crazy for me. I haven't made a huge playlist, but I did see Elena just sent me something. Obviously, of course, while I'm live, so now I have to. uh, thank you, my dear friend who messaged me. We'll get back to that. Okay, Elena, please DM me when you get a chance. Do you share like metalhead hippie? I'm getting that vibe. Like, do I share like music like hippie? Oh wait, so now 15 men can now slap at the bass. No. So I can't slap the bass. I'm very much. Thank you, David Joshua, for the super chat. Sorry, there's so much going on. I just um Willie's Desert Hangout. Welcome, brother. Welcome. Thank you, Queen Survivor. Thank you so much. So yeah, I'm not slapping that. I can't do it like DT. But I'm still very basic at it. I'm just coming up with ideas on the bass guitar, and then I played it on one or two songs of mine that I'm working on. But the rest, I'm using those ideas for phrasing ideas, so I can put that in my MIDI keyboard and play the synth bass. because I can mix that much easier. Because as I said, this one has like every string is different, and like this the screeching and everything. That's kind of like what the all about string control and muting. Oh, okay, adjusting your power play lighter on the E. Okay, okay, that makes sense, DT. That makes sense. The strings will smooth out after time, and it won't be so noticeable after you break them in. Okay, okay, all right. Thank you, DT. This is why I was like, I'm gonna ask the expert. Um, David Joshua Man Black, thank you again for the super chat. CherokeeMammy is that's a message. Okay, thank you, CherokeeMammy. Um, okay, let me just. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna play like a really old song of mine until I catch up. Just give me like 5 minutes here. This has been added to the playlist. The playlists are on my channel as a public playlist in case anyone misses a link. 15, also lower the pickup under the string, under the E string. Lower the pickup. What does that mean, brother? Lower the pickup. Okay, so you're saying I should play on a different pickup when I'm playing on the E string? Like I should. Okay, I think I have an idea what you're saying. I think I have an idea of what you're saying because there was um, no pickup switch on this. It's just knobs, right? And I think depending on which knob you're turning up. Okay, okay. All right. Yeah. See, there's so much. There's so much I have to explore. I'm looking forward to it. But I will be picking your brain more and more, DT. Okay, this is my old song, Rise. I'm just playing this so that I can catch up with what is going on in my DMs. 1 second. right, I'm back. I had to catch up with a few things, and I even managed to tune my guitar. I might be playing live for a little bit later. Ashley, welcome, my friend. I saw some new JDC. Hope all is well, sir. Thank you for dropping by. Scott, thank you, bro. What a beautiful song to wake up from my old man nap. Old man nap, Alpha, bro. Come on, you're. I'm pretty sure you're way younger than I am. Okay, all right. Someone make an alarm clock that only plays 15, so I wake up smiling every day. I did make a ringtone, by the way, last year, I think. No, earlier this year, for my song "Reminisce." Some people actually use that as their ringtone. Um, what was it? Let me find it. 1 second. Reminisce. I think it says ringtone somewhere. Maybe I deleted it from my. Yeah, I deleted it. It was basically this part without drums. This part. Thank you, Nuke. Thank you so much, bro. Brother Bond, thank you. Yeah, that was a ringtone that some people requested, so I made that. But okay, thank you, Nuke, bro. Thank you so much. Yo, Nuke, like I'm just gonna use it on Kleenex, bro. After that song, yo guys, Nuke made this song. I'm telling you, I'm gonna move that up the playlist. Actually, let's listen to Nuke. Let's listen to Nuke. Let's go. And then we have Unshackled Spirit to bring us back after this because this is not your birthday. Just gonna put all the birthday spanking. No, I'm not into that shit, man. Thank you, Tony Howie. Thank you, brothers. Thank you. Okay, so this is the guy who's always like, very nonchalant about his music. Like he doesn't give himself enough credit. You can skip mine. See, classic example. Classic example. And this is the song he made. And by the way, he can make like really kick-ass like metal music as well. But check this out. Called the Rhine. I had it on repeat. What did I tell you guys? What did I tell you guys? As soon as I saw Nuke in the chat, I mentioned the song that I have of his. It was like he made this, and then Katie made a song which kind of lifts you back up. You know, it's like that has this magical, beautiful, positive vibe to it. This one, it fucked me up. Sorry, I still don't know the age group of the family Queen Bee you have around you. I'm sorry. But so this is the guy who was saying just skip mine. Yeah, don't play mine. Yeah. We have to tune guitars, really? Like, you know, he plays this. I see what you're doing, Nuke. I see what you're doing, bro. Absolutely gorgeous. I actually immediately as soon as I heard this, I shared this on my community tab as well. I was just like, and as soon as I shared it, I was like, fuck, but I want people to listen to this here, you know. But at the same time, I was like, no, I hope people check it out and go sub him up because he deserves it. This song only has 39 views. So please, if you like what you heard, go sub up to Nuke and you who's in the chat. And please listen to the song, add it to your playlist. This song needs to be heard. I'm not kidding. And I actually was thinking if Amy Wallace heard this, maybe she might want to, you know, do a cover something with Nuke on this tune. Imagine that as well. You know, like especially where that kick comes in, that booming kick. Here. Oof. Take my money. Take my money, bro. Then the strings. Whoa. Masterpiece. Masterpiece. This was a song of the week for me. And now look what he's doing with the strings. Fucking soundtrack material, man. Like big blockbuster movies soundtrack. Whoa, that kick, bro? What the? I'm sure one of the mods dropped the link as well, but somebody was asking, so I'm gonna drop it again. I just dropped the link. Mercy, welcome, my friend. Welcome. All right, OG. All right. Look forward to your turn. Tony, I just dropped the link just now. Okay, let's just play Katie's as well because both of them dropped it at the same time. This is part of Nuke's 14-day challenge. And just listen to this and then we'll play Unshackled and DT. This is what Katie made. And this is full of hope. The proverbial Kleenex. Likewise, AMC, likewise. Right? So imagine I heard Nukes first, but I had it on repeat for a while. Like made sure all the fields were, you know, disabled, as Alpha says. And then I listened to Katie's and I'm like, all right. So this was the antidote. All I had to do was just listen to this. And then, the Nuke fucked me up, man. I'm not gonna lie. And Katie's beautiful music, positive. It's like Metal Spawn said this is giving Peter Pan vibes. Like, yeah, exactly. Like, very happy, positive vibes. Both of them are amazing artists, man. And I was really surprised that Nuke actually made the kind of song that he did. Because that is not what he usually makes. Katie does make most of her music like this. It has like soundtrack, vibes to it. Nuke was the best surprise of the week for me. David Joshua. Okay, so I have you and I on the playlist, David. I'm just gonna play DT and Jaded Soul, and then we're gonna get to yours. All right, this one, Cloak and Dagger by Dynamite Throw and Jaded Soul. Um, this is one of my favorites of theirs out of their collaborations, and I'm pretty sure you guys will enjoy it as much as I did when I listened to it. DT is our bassist, produced, engineered, and mastered by Sal Caruso. And DT, did you play anything else or just bass on this? I'm assuming with Sal, it's like, Sal is like, I'll do everything and you just do this for me, bro. Like, because he can do everything. Let's check it out. this is also like another song of the week. There's just too many to choose from. I can't choose it. It's just what a fucking song, man. Those lead guitar solos, yeah, like this is this is my favorite guitar solos of yours, honestly. And DT on that bass, like what? Because now I'm just thinking of it from a whole different perspective. And I was saying this last week as well, DT. Actually, when I told a lot of people that I got a bass, they were all like, "Oh, I had a feeling you're gonna get it because of you've been playing DT on your stream." But I was just like picturing like that fucking bass line. And I penned a comment by JM, which is very important, honestly. If you're on your phone, I would highly recommend connecting headphones or something to it because you want to hear this. Because the bass, like the phone speaker, is like this tiny. You can't play the bass. You won't hear the bass like it's meant to be heard. This is fucking gorgeous. Beautiful song. Those solos. There you go. There you go. What? And then back to that groovy, fucking beautiful. I'm gonna play it through. Sorry guys. We have to listen to it again. Outstanding music, man. You guys are not subbed up to both of these supreme artists. You're missing out. Let's play this one, man. DT. This is DT playing it's a bass playthrough, full bass playthrough of a song of his, and now we can see the maestro. You can see the maestro at work. Let's go. Oh my god. I see played this in one go live. I still have a 30-day return policy on my bass guitar. I think I'm within the 30 days yet. Yeah, DT bro, I wanted to take notes and you know see what I could learn and try and incorporate into my playing when I do play the bass. But yeah, nah, bro. I think you made the decision much easier for me, right, Indy? Just say fuck it. This guy didn't even miss a single note on the beat, man. Like he's on time. Listen to that. Why does my bass not sound like that, DT? Why? I'm going through the exact same feeling right now when I bought my guitar and when I played it the first time. And I was like, why does this not sound like David Gilmour? You're making me go through the same shit. Fucking beautiful, man. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing this with us. Amazing. What a talent. You know how I made a note on my phone where I'm still planning on doing it at some point. I just have some things to untangle in my head as to how I'm going to go about it. But um I do plan on making like this song with a bunch of my favorite guitarists on it. Like Sal is one of them. Obviously, my bro Hetriani, Abe the Band, Sean Chandler, KR7S. Like, there's quite a few names. Tony Howie, Zio, um, Wolf 7 was on that list as well. May he rest in peace. And I just added a few weeks ago, I think I added DT's name on that as well. I was like, you know what? If I do end up making that song, the bass on that song has to be, obviously, if he has time and everything, and if he's willing to do it, it has to be played by DT. Like, there's no other person I can think of who I want on that song to play bass. But yes. Yeah, man. Okay, so we're hunting in pairs tonight, eh? First it was like Nuke and Katie. They decimated us and then brought us back, and then Dynamite Throw and Jaded Soul. They put us through some emotions which I am struggling with verbalizing. Tony Howie sometimes says that in the chat. It has something to do with nipples. All I'm gonna say. Play bass, you'll have to be able to get that beer to at least 8 inches US measure. But yeah. Nuke, by the way, you're gonna be on that list as well. I'm just saying. I have that list on my phone. I'm gonna obviously there's some names I'm forgetting. Eric, welcome, bro. Welcome to the stream. Speaking of talented guitarists. Okay, David Joshua is next. Our very own coolest cowboy in the stream. This is his song, You and I. I remember the video from this. He got the whole town empty. It's like, cowboys here, guys, you know? I gotta shoot a video. Get the fuck out. Let's go. This is You and I by David Joshua.
did you close your eyes because of me? Or did you simply fall asleep, listening to the breath of the promises we hope to keep? You and I, you and I, you and I, away. With Babylon now burning, the truth is no surprise. Our world's now turning, soon we will come alive. You and I, we close our eyes. You and I, now awakening.
The sunlight, the sunlight, the sunlight is on the shine.
You and I, here we are. You and I, together as we shine.
My guy. The coolest cowboy. Frequent. And give us the honor of his company. David Joshua. 404 subscribers. Please do go sub him up. Great guy. He has his live streams on Sundays. I don't know if you're doing it every Sunday, David. But yes, please do go check his channel out. Won't be disappointed. I do have a tease for you all. It's not mixed or anything. I just started writing it. I just wrote the lyrics and just took like a rough vocal take on it. I think you guys I'll play a little bit of it for you guys. If you guys don't understand the lyrics, like I can type them out in the chat.
I push you away, I always do. You can't heal me, I'm stuck in blue. I'm fading away, you move on. I meant to be alone, but I'll carry on. My scars are too deep, but they're all mine. Save yourself, I'm giving you the sign. You've got your own pain, you got to move on. I can't lend you mine, I'm too far gone. I'm fading away. I'm fading away.
Yeah, I just recorded the vocals just so that I don't forget the idea. 'Cause sometimes you forget the melody and everything, right? So I'm not happy with them, and I still have to figure out some more lyrics. I'll just forward some parts. Not gonna play all of it. Oh shit. Mo, thank you so much. Oh my god, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, Mo. Thank you to JM as well. Thank you for gifting the memberships. I'll forward it a bit. Still a work in progress. I have to add like quite a few things to it. But I was like, you know what? Might as well record the ideas before I forget. Because a lot of times I record something, I play something, and then I completely forget about it. Thank you, Mr. Super Sidewinder. I appreciate it. Thank you. Sorry, I just kind of got lost in that. I missed some of the chat. Thank you, Mo. Thank you so much. I think I saw Get Some here as well. No, that wasn't. Yeah, Scrog, it depends, right? Like there's some times where I'm just like, yeah, unshackled. I have to, like, there's so much to do. This has only been like a couple of days, not even full days, like a few hours here, a few hours there. But let's see how it turns out. Still very early on in this, but it was a good tease, right? I knew the tease. You guys will enjoy the tease.
Or because you can.
You guys can hear this. So what happens when you grow old, eh? Might go limp. Dave, thank you, brother. Thank you. Does it sound okay? You guys can't see the guitar yet. One second.
Or because you can.
JM, you gotta let me know. Is the guitar too loud compared to the backing track? Mine sounds okay. All right.
Or because you can.
I thought your guitar wasn't tuned. No, Scrog, I tuned it when I played Rise. Remember? I told you. I got quite a few things done. Yeah, there's something about this first bend on this solo. I don't know, like it's just so many ways to play it. Obviously, right? Like you can go like there's something about that slow bend. I don't know that first bit. There's so many times I played this song over the last week, just because that first bend. Just because that first bend. Because I'd finish the song, finish the solo, and then I'd be like, I want to hear that first bend again. You know, like it's just I don't know.
Or because you can.
Oh, yes. That is. And I've been playing this song a lot over this last week. And we get the live singing too. Oh. So I think I can, like someday I can probably try and sing. But I'll have to do it in a low voice, right? Like I can't fucking belt it out. I don't want to wake 16th up. He's gonna be like, what the fuck is going on? But yeah. Someday it will happen. I've been thinking about it. Still think someday you should do a stream where you're playing all of your songs. Ozark, the thing with that is, yes, ideally that would be amazing, but then I have to memorize a lot of them, right? Like some of them just I remember kinda, it doesn't take me too long. Some of them I haven't even played them as much, if at all, like after I, recorded them. But like there's some that I can, like, there's some parts of some songs that I remember. What was it? Me choose this tone and again. I'm getting old. Um, like this one, I remember some. It takes me time to memorize it. Then I have to practice it. Then I can maybe. Let me try this first part. I think the guitar is too loud though. 1 second. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, see, there's so many mess ups now. If I keep practicing this, then obviously those mess ups slowly disappear. Then I get more experimental if I remember, right? Yeah. I don't know, man. That pain solo though, I'm just saying. That fucking solo from the pain. Ah, man. The clean tone, the clean. Hi, Kristen. Welcome. The clean tone on this guitar also is just beautiful. And this is on the bridge pickup, right? On the neck pickup, it's even more clean. On this third run, I remembered exactly what that part was. Get some, welcome. Sweet sound, clean sound, original. Yes, original pickups. It's all the, like, right now with all the digital plugins you have, like, it's crazy how much the tone you can change, without actually changing the pickups. It's crazy. Which is why a lot of times I've just been like, man, like, do I really need to get, a different guitar for a different kind of tone? I know it still makes a bit of a difference. But I was playing this before you showed up.
Or because you can.
Wait. Sorry. Reach was playing in the background. The backing track.
Or because you can.
Even then I fucked it up. So what does that mean? I have to start all over again. My bad.
Or because you can.
The only reason I was able to pull this one off pretty close to the original and like without mistakes was because I've played this a lot this week. Um, yes, let me go back to that. I see my inbox has a few. Oh, thank you, my friend. Okay, I thought somebody sending me requests and I'm not checking my inbox, so I wanted to be sure. Sorry, I missed most of the chat. Get some. I just picked up Ableton Live last Friday. Perfect. So that's what I use. That's what I use as well. Citizen Soldier, welcome to the chat. First of all, some Gilmore inspiration coming through. Yes, Gilmore is my all-time number one. Gilmore is the reason why I chose my artist name as 15 Bend. So yes, Gilmore is the one. Well, Gilmore and the solo from Maggot Brain. This, I always say that. All right, get back to. Yeah, Ableton, like any DAW, like obviously get some. It takes like a little bit of time to get used to, and then once you get used to it, then you're like, man, why do I even need to change anything anymore, right? I will say though, this I gotta keep my gut in check. Otherwise, I won't have a lot of space to put the guitar. Now that I'm getting old, I have to be more careful. Okay, so this was requested by my dear friend, our dear friend, Grog. This is Liliac. The song's called Carousel. I aim to be as good as Eddie Van Halen by the time I'm 130 years old. Citizen Soldier, I don't know what your current skill level is, or, like, don't mean to discourage you, but I think there's only one Van Halen. No matter how old we get, how experienced we get, he was something else. You silver fox. 64, I'm old. Well, you're based on what you told us last time, like by the time I'm 64, if I have that many years of experience under my belt of music and guitar, then I'll be happy. Cher is saying Maggot Brain on the list. Um, you mean Cher like I played? So I haven't played that in a while. I might fuck up a lot. I don't know, but I can give it a try. Let's listen to Scrog's request and then we can try. I'm not even halfway there yet. I aim to be half as good as Mark Knopfler. Oh my god, Mark Knopfler. Yo, Mark Knopfler. Again, another one. Like his technique, his finger picking was so freaking amazing. And his songwriting, I think his degree in journalism helped him be one of the most creative songwriters. Like his lyrics. Mark Knopfler is my all time like number two. Some days I feel like he is my number one as well. Like there's some days where I'm just listening to him. Anyhow, let's. Oh yeah, Chelsea. Chelsea, I know is a huge Knopfler fan as well. And the funny thing is, a lot of these, like David Gilmour, like or Pink Floyd, a lot of people say, "Oh, like I listened to this and I listened to that," and I was like they name their songs from like the older times. Like the first time I heard Pink Floyd and I got hooked was when I heard Division Bell. Division Bell was the first album I heard because I was late to the party. 15-minute Impulse. Do you know that solo well? I the solo isn't difficult on Impulse, Elena, but I think the issue is I don't have the backing track ready because for any song that I have to play, I make the backing track, right? So I basically mute the guitar from the project when I made that song, and then I just export it again without the guitar, and then I just use the backing track and I just play it, right? I can play the song though, like from your channel. Actually, that is my only song that is not on my channel. Dark Side of the Moon was the first one you heard. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Division Bell is what I heard, and I was just gone. Right, like I was just like, what the fuck is it? And then I started discovering. I went through all of their old ones, and I was just like, where has this been? You know, my whole life. But then I realized that I listened to it at the perfect time. I had to get through all of that other crap to reach Pink Floyd. Queen, sorry, I just saw your super chat. Thank you so much, Queen. Thank you so much. Okay. That's okay. Another time 15. Like, I'm not. Sorry, my bad. My bad. My bad. Car is hot. This one also starts on the 15 band, right? Eddie Hazel was a fucking genius as well, by the way. Very underrated. Very underrated. For me personally, I enjoyed his music even more than Hendrix. I'm just saying, no hate for Hendrix. Hendrix was revolutionary. But Eddie Hazel solos, they had this soul and melody in it that I just found to be completely unique. Like this one song for me, like that's it. That just puts him above a lot of guitarists for me. Maggot Brain is one of the greatest masterpieces ever made. I will argue with anyone. Comfortably Numb Soul is one of the best. Yes, and that live version, fuck. All right, before I keep talking, Lilac Carousel requested by Scrog. Let's go.
Take a trip to Cloud9. I like that feeling of euphoria. It's nice. Or maybe I'm just stoned in paradise. My mind is pacing in this motion. I cannot stop it going over like a blind man seeing potion. I'm going crazy. I'm spinning like a carousel. Sitting on the other side with me. This goes into a different fantasy. That's my kind of prodigy, baby. My mind is pacing in this motion. I can't stop it going over like a blind man seeing potion. I'm going crazy. I'm spinning like a carousel. Oh, it's just real, I cannot tell. Oh, my head is going out.
those vocals, holy what the fuck was this note? Oh man. Much love, Joey, much love. Citizen Soldier, I am telling you, once you hear that song, Green Grass and High Tides by the Outlaws, you will go nuts. I am not kidding. If you love Freebird and those types of solos, and there's like multiple solos in this one. Trust me, just listen start to end. It's like a 9 or 10 minute song. You won't regret it. Thank you, Scrog. Much love, brother. You didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. Conspiracy Queen is like mind blown. Yeah. I gotta call Autotune on the high note. Really get some? You're an experienced guy. I'm not gonna argue with you, but or you think like they use like an octave or something and then just like I don't know. But see, that's the thing for me, it's like for them to think that okay, this would fit right here. And they use like say something like an octave or something and just fucking completely took it to a whole level. Like for me, that's still like kudos. Kudos to them. Like Gilmore's song Marooned, which is also on Division Bell. Like there's some notes where he's using that octave, right? And it's just like that effect where the guitar just goes like from one note all the way like that same note, but it's like freaking I don't know how many octaves higher. Doesn't change the talent. Yep. Yeah, 100%. Like she's all the songs that I've heard from them, thanks to Scrog. And I think Elena once requested one as well. Like all of them, amazing. Okay, Scrog is saying the girl has an amazing voice. Seen her replicate those live many times. Yeah, they are pretty big now. Very popular, so. Okay, Elena. I don't know if Elena, you requested this to be played from your channel, or you were asking me if I can play it live. But this is my only song that is not on my channel. It's on Elena G's channel because this was one of her favorite songs of mine. But I think now it's changed, right, Elena? Now I think I've given you many that you like them more than this. I think Levitate. Is now your favorite. But I'll play this. It's called Impulse. This is a very old song of mine. I just remixed it.
Yeah.
Yes, moment. I think that is your new favorite. Yes, I forgot that. Ape the band, Ape the man. Shout out to you, bro. Thank you for swinging by. Okay, let's listen to some other stuff. This is November South. High on the Ridge.
Take me back to Arkansas and bury me when I die. And bury me when I die. Get me high up on that ridge so I can see the clear blue sky. Way up on the mountain. See the water down below. I remember how it flows. Yeah, I remember where it goes. So take me back to that bayou that I remember calling home. Black water, come and get me. Walk the path laid out before you. All things pass, the time I know. In my heart I long for peace now. Cause it's time you take me home. Walk the path laid out before you. All things pass, the time I know. In my heart I long for peace now. Boys, it's time you take me home.
November South is yet to disappoint. Yet to disappoint. That voice and the banjo go so well. Absolutely. Yeah, Citizen Soldier. Yeah, very Skinner-ish. Absolutely. And you can make music, have a voice, and tell a story. You are a genius. Absolutely. Lena saying, if there's any fuckery going on at work, I get my earbuds and play Levitate. Yeah, Levitate has a calming vibe to it. Love every song of theirs. Yeah. I'm yet to be disappointed. They've delivered every fucking time. Hi, Steve. Sorry, I'm not fluent in German, but Guten Tag. Hope you're having a good day. Oh man. Lena, are you giving me a hint? Okay, let me let's listen to Regrets, man. It's been a while. Right? Haven't played this in a while. my only song, and hopefully it remains the only one that was stolen. By the way, I don't know how many of you artists have your music on Spotify. Their new terms and conditions say they have all the rights to use our music to train their AI models. So yeah, might be an AI version of all of our music at some point in the near future. So be prepared. Mountain Man, welcome, welcome. Nice to see you. Hope all is well. Thank you, Get Some. Thank you. Yeah, this was I think 3 years old. The song. No Spotify, no YouTube, some on Rumble. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, for me, it's like, what do I do, right? If I don't put my music on YouTube, even then, go back to Pandora. Yeah, Chelsea, I've heard they're good, but for how long? You know, before just like some of the AI music now is like it's especially instrumentals, vocals. You can still tell instrumental like it's indistinguishable. You can't. You just can't tell if it's AI or not. Maybe in some parts, like some of it is haphazard, but I mean, it compared to a year ago, it's night and day. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know where the world is headed. I don't know where it's headed. Um, this is a moment. Yeah, Eric, I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, Queen makes a very good point. These days on social or whatever, like because I follow Pink Floyd or David Gilmour, their pages or whatever, I see a lot of people in the comments are like, very young, like kids, like 16-year-old, 15-year-olds, were saying, "Oh, my dad used to listen to this, and I'm glad I got introduced to Pink Floyd or whatever, like classic rock." And they're like, "This, we love this music," and it gives me hope. It gives me hope um, that people will at some point, like with me, like like my kids, I've made sure that I play like all those songs for them. Maybe subconsciously somewhere something is being re-engineered, so that when they're older, they'll probably listen to some trash music and be like, "Yeah, that doesn't sound so good." And then when they hear a solo, something's gonna spark. I got a bowl of your true heart. Thank you, thank you. Get some much love. Like 16 now is humming along with guitar solos, right? Like he sings the guitar solo. It's really cute, but it also gives me hope. Sadly, my daughter doesn't like Pink Floyd, and her favorite color is pink. No, so mine doesn't like it either. Scrog right now. She says, "Oh, this is too slow." Like she likes to listen to something with a beat and everything, and that makes absolute sense. Like if my 12-year-old is sitting here, zoning out to fucking Gilmore solos, I'd be concerned. But at least I make sure she understands that, okay, why I like it. Like, what is the thing that I am enjoying, and she appreciates that at least, right? So it's like at least we can give them that, and then later on, at some point in their lives, they're gonna, you know. I remember, but my I remember my dad when he found out that I'm listening to Zeppelin and Pink Floyd and all these songs. Um, he was like, "You're listening to this music? Like back in my day, all the hippies used to listen to this kind of music." And I was just like, "Well, maybe I'm, an undercover hippie. Who knows that?" Sounds like you're getting the band together. Yeah, yeah. I mean, 16 has the ear, 100%. Hi, Lisa. Welcome. When you play a video game against the computer, you're playing against a form of AI. Yeah, yeah, Jam. That's true. That is true. And it's also like, but if you're watching the computer play against the computer, you're gonna be like, it's not gonna impress you after a while. You're gonna be like, yeah, well, it's a computer against the computer, right? But if a person is playing against the computer, if a person is competing against something where you're like, man, like this person's just like me, is fellow human, and he is doing this so much at such a higher skill level. I think that's where humans draw inspiration from. We look at athletes or anyone who's at a skill level where they've put their life's work into something, developed a skill, worked hard. I think that is what we all levitate towards, because it's just so much more special. I really have no interest in watching two robots playing ping pong or whatever. Like I'm just being like, yeah, all right, two robotic hands. Just but if a person beats a robot, then it's big news, right? You're like, what the fuck? I think that eventually will. Now, keep in mind though, a lot of people won't be able to tell if it's AI music or not. That's a whole different thing. You're sitting in a restaurant, some music is playing in the background. You won't even know if it's AI or not. That is a whole different discussion, right? And that is unfortunately where the world is headed. All these big companies, like who's gonna want to pay an artist when they can just do that? So that is where it gets a little bit murky, but it is what it is. We can complain and do whatever, but it's happening. It's happening. So what are you gonna do? Squaresoft became Ubisoft not long after. That's my love. Yeah, computers taking as a Sorry, I gotta read Tate's comment. Diagnostic program went online in 9/9/2001. I mistake it, but I'm fairly simple when it comes to music. Well, Frog, it's like instrumental stuff. It's really hard to tell already. So, by the way, Tate, I don't know if you know the sequel to Ghost of Tsushima is coming out. I think in a few days. I've seen the reviews. Damn, that's all I'm gonna say. Okay, someone has requested Burden. And we haven't played this in a while, so let's check it out. Man. Ninithy killed that video. Like, he's super talented. You know what I feel like listening to? I'm not gonna lie. I know I've played this before many times, but it's probably, I don't know. I mean, obviously it's recency bias maybe, but Profound is my favorite track from my album in this moment. I really feel like listening to that. I don't know. There's something about Profound, maybe because it's the album opener, but I don't know, man. I feel like getting a little fucked up. So let's go. This is not on YouTube. This is only on my album, so no link. I can't add a link. This song always gets me, honestly. Still does. Still does. And some days I'm like, damn, I made that. You know? 16 has started giving me more and more frequent compliments. But it's like I'm still having a hard time believing that he means it. Um Sometimes because it's always like, followed by a request for something, but he's like, "Oh, I love your music." And I'm like, first I'm like, "Oh, thank you." And then he's like, "Yeah, can I have those candies or something?" So I'm kind of on the fence. I don't know. My album needs topping up with more cologne. But a master, thank you, Kristen. Um, but yeah, the reason I mention him is because he heard this recently, was playing, and he was like, "Oh, I love your music, man." Like, thank you. The care package of the 15 cologne in the merch store. Anyhow, yeah, that was the album opener, Profound, and I think it is actually the first song I started working on when I was making that album. So, fittingly enough, it was the first one on the album as well. All right, guys, I will give you 14 minutes of your time back because I think this is what happens when you get older, right? Like you're just I think I'm starting to well, I'm gonna start falling asleep even earlier. Well, to be fair, the last few weeks, I think, or about a month, that is the only good thing that I have added into my lifestyle, where I have started to sleep a bit earlier than usual. Because staying up till late and then getting up early as well. Excuse me, getting up early as well. It was taking its toll. So, oh boy, a tease. What tease? What did I do? What did I do now, Elena? We may need to check, get a list going. Next to the morning after post. Anti. Um, but yeah, I have work in the morning. So thank you everyone for making this stream special for me. And please do remember my friend in your prayers. That has been, on my mind since I found out. So take care of yourself, take care of your loved ones, and hope you have a great week and great night. Eric, email me. Um, Even I'm on Discord as well in Nuke's server. You can find me there. Message me or email me a song of yours that you would like me to add to the playlist for next week. And yeah, because I love your music, like everyone does who's ever heard it. But thank you to my mods. Thank you to everyone who super chatted, PayPal'd, stuck around, enjoyed the music, made my birthday stream special. I really appreciate it. And much love to you. Hope you all have a good week. And I will see you maybe Monday on Indies. If not that, if before that, maybe at some point on YouTube you'll run into me. I doubt it though. I've been kind of MIA from YouTube. Just too much going on, and plus now I've started working on some songs, so I think I'm gonna be going down a whole new rabbit hole. But yeah, much love to you. Take care. Have a great week, rest of the week, and have a great weekend. And we will see each other soon.